ध्यान से बना एकदम. Start. Dr. L.P. Mishra submits that the said report was prepared without the participation of the petitioner company and without giving any opportunity to give a reply to the allegations that now form the basis of the passing of the impugned order. Stop. He further submits that the calculation as reflected in the impugned communication dated 25.7.2016, particularly in clause 9 thereof, about the act of the petitioner company being involved in overdrawing with a criminal intent of defalcation, was never intimated to the petitioner to explain the same, and even otherwise the entire calculation is erroneous. Stop. Hence, the conclusion drawn being patently incorrect, the action is arbitrary. Dr. Mishra then urged that there was ample material on record to demonstrate that the entire delay had been caused on account of the unavailability of the environmental clearance that was the obligation of the State Highways Authority, and which admittedly took more than a year to communicate. Stop. The opposite delay in the execution of the project and otherwise all hindrances were totally attributable to the respondent number 2 that have been completely ignored while passing the impugned order, and therefore, the decision making process is clearly vitiated, being arbitrary and whimsical. Stop. He has further submitted that these facts about the breach on the part of the respondent number 2 were not even brought to the notice of the High Court, nor was the petitioner a party in public interest litigation number 15147 of 2015, where directions were issued for completion of the project YD judgment dated 21.4.2015. Stop. It is submitted that the information given about the meeting chaired by the Chief Secretary and the resolutions passed therein, as quoted in the said judgment, were totally incorrect informations, giving an impression as if the petitioner company had voluntarily, without any justification, abandoned the project. Stop. It is therefore urged that taking shelter by the respondent number 2 of the aforesaid judgment is totally unjustified, and in such circumstances, in view of the judgments that have been cited at the bar, the impugned order of the communication dated 25.7.2016 is unsustainable and deserves to be quashed. Controverting the opposite submissions, Sri Vivek Raj Singh has raised a preliminary objection with regard to the entertaining of the writ petition on the ground that any dispute arising out of the agreement dated 15.5.2011 has to be resolved as per Article 944 of the terms of agreement, initially by conciliation and on failure of mediation, through arbitration. Stop. He further submits that so far as the delay part at the initial stage of environmental clearance is concerned, the same was suitably compensated by providing more time to the petitioner company through a revised memorandum of time schedule, and therefore, no prejudice was caused on account of any such delay in obtaining environmental clearance stop. He further submitted that, as a matter of fact, the petitioner company voluntarily abandoned the project, as a result whereof the entire project was put in jeopardy. That gave rise to the filing of a PIL and then consequential action by the State Highways Authority. Para. It is urged that the independent engineer had been assessing the work, and on that basis, the petitioner had been intimated of completing the project within time, but having failed to do so, and having found that the petitioner had overdrawn a huge amount from the consortium of banks, which was in excess of what had been actually spent, there was no option but to terminate the agreement stop. He further submits that there is a provision for substitution of the contractor by negotiations through the consortium of the funding agencies, but that too entails a condition that the amount of funds already withdrawn and loan taken by the contractor will be taken over as a liability by the substituted company, for which no one is coming forward to undertake the said burden. Stop. The offer of the consortium is not supported by any offer of the petitioner in relation to the introduction of new partners. Ready? ध्यान से बनाएं एकदम. Start. Dr. L.P. Mishra submits that the said report was prepared without the participation of the petitioner company and without giving any opportunity to give a reply to the allegations that now form the basis of the passing of the impugned order. Stop. He further submits that the calculation as reflected in the impugned communication dated 25.7.2016, particularly in clause 9 thereof, about the act of the petitioner company being involved in overdrawing with a criminal intent of defalcation, was never intimated to the petitioner to explain the same, and even otherwise the entire calculation is erroneous. Stop. Hence, the conclusion drawn being patently incorrect, the action is arbitrary. Dr. Mishra then urged